Hello everyone. At last we are discussing about the physical properties of the periodic trends. Now here in this lecture we start the new point, that means chemical properties of an modern periodic table. Chemical properties of periodic trends we see here. Now there are three chemical properties we discuss here. The first property is the valency. Second property is the metallic and non-metallic character. And third property be the chemical reactivity of the different elements. Now these three chemical properties are depends upon the electronic configuration of an elements. Now from these there are first two properties, valency as well as the metallic and non-metallic character we discuss here. Also we discuss the formation of the compounds and their formulas, how to obtain the formulas of different elements. Now the chemical reactivity, third point, will be reduced for this year only in our syllabus. We first discuss the valency. That valency also depends upon the electronic configuration. Valency is a number. Numerically it is denoted by the numbers. That valency is always equal to the oxidation state or oxidation number. But what are the difference between this valency and oxidation state? That oxidation state is denoted by positive number, negative number, or it is also denoted by the fraction number, fractional numbers. But the valency cannot be negative as well as the fraction. That valency is always the positive number. Always the positive number. For example, oxidation is -2 or oxidation is +2, or it is also in the fraction, but that valency is always denoted by +2 or +3 and so on. That valency have another definition is that it is the number equal to valence electron. Valence electron means the electron present into the outermost shell. The electron, number of electron present into the outermost shell. Now the third one is the valency is the difference between the number 8 and the valence electron. Difference between the 8 and the valence electron. For example, if the outermost shell containing 3 electrons in its valence shell, and we have the valency of that element is 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. We write the valency of that element is the 5. Now it is the valency. How to find out the valencies? We see by some examples. Valency of some elements. The name of element we write here, hydrogen. Hydrogen having atomic number 1. It have electronic configuration 1s1. That means the outermost shell having 1 electron. That 1 electron is the valence electron. Therefore, the valency of hydrogen becomes 1. If we are taking an example of a lithium, see here, lithium having atomic number 3. The electronic configuration of lithium is 1s2 and a 2s1. That means the first orbit or first shell of this lithium is fully filled, and the outermost shell, that shell is known as a valence shell. It have one electron. For completion of this duplet, for this shell it require one electron. Also it have one electron. The valence electron is 1. Therefore valency of this electron, valency of this element lithium becomes 1. Now if we considering the example of nitrogen. Nitrogen having atomic number 7. The electronic configuration in this way, if we write like this 2 and 5, that means the first orbit containing 2 electrons, while the outermost shell, that means the second shell, it have 5 electrons. Now from these, at last we discuss the rules for find out the valency. Now see here, there are 5 electrons are present into its outermost shell. Therefore, the number of valence electron, it becomes 5. There are 2 valencies, by that 2 definitions or 2 rules. First is the 5, and it is also the 8 minus 5, that means 3. Therefore, that nitrogen have 2 valencies, that are 5 and 3. 5 and 3. Now the next example here, if we considering an example for this carbon. Carbon having atomic number 6. Electronic configuration 2, 4. Outermost shell contain 4 electrons. Therefore valency of that carbon becomes 4. Also, if we are taking by the 8 minus 4, it have also the valency 4. Example we are taking for the potassium. The potassium having atomic number 19. That potassium having atomic number 19. If we are taking the electronic configuration of this potassium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, and the valence electron, that means 1 electron remaining, it is placed into the last shell, that means 4s1. The valence electron having number 1, it is also the valency of the potassium, or by the 8 minus 1 we write as a 7. It is the valency of the potassium. Now if we considering the next example for the oxygen. Oxygen having atomic number 8, electronic configuration 2 and 6. 8 electrons are present. The next orbit containing 6 electrons. The valency of this oxygen is 6, or we write 2. The valency of this oxygen is 6 or 2. These are the different examples for the valency we are discussing here. Now from that valency there are different halides as well as the oxides are formed. You will see in that chart. If we are taking the example of lithium, that lithium is react with that hydrogen. That means it want to become a stable. For the stability or formation of a molecule, that hydrogen is bonded with that lithium and they form a lithium hydride. Also for the oxides, there are different oxides are given there. Now these are the information about the valencies. Now the next point we discuss is the second chemical property is metallic and non-metallic character. Metallic and non-metallic character of the elements present in the periodic table. Now if we considering the periodic table, then the metals are placed at the left side while the non-metals are placed of the right hand side of the periodic table. You see into that periodic table there are metals at S as well as the D block are containing metals. And the metalloids. That metalloids are placed into that zigzag manner into the P block. The metalloids are placed here. Now, if we considering the properties of the metal, that metal at left, that metals have the ability to form the different molecules. To form the molecules or different compounds. That metal have good conductivity for the electricity. These are the good electrically or electricity conductor. The vice versa for this metal. About the non-metals, non-metals are the poor conductor. They are not a good or a bad conductor. They are poor conductor. Some non-metals show the conductivity about this electricity, or if we are considering about the heat. Now they are very less amount form the compounds or a molecule. Very less to form a compound or molecule. Now, if we considering the metallic as well as the non-metallic properties from that periodic table, the metallic character goes on decreases from the left to right. That means from the period across the period, if we considering the metallic character or metallic property, the metallic character goes on decreases across this period. That means from left to right. Because at the right side there are non-metals are present, at the left metals are present. Now if we are going across the group, the metallic character of the groups or the elements from top to bottom, it will be increases if we considering the first group, the all metals having ability to form the compounds. Now these are the information about metallic and a non-metallic character of the elements present into the periodic table. Now from this we start the next point, that means how to write or how to form the compounds by using these information. Now we start to become a formulas, different formulas, how to prepare. Now if we considering the elements hydrogen and oxygen, these formulas are made by depending upon the valencies. आता व्हॅलन्सी वरून कसा त्या इलेमेंटचे दोन इलेमेंट एकत्र झाल्यावर जो कंपाऊंड तयार होतो, त्या कंपाऊंडचा कसा फॉर्म्युला क्रिएट होतो हे आपण आता डिस्कस करणार. इथे आपण काय घेतले, हायड्रोजन आणि ऑक्सिजन. आता या हायड्रोजन आणि ऑक्सिजनच्या व्हॅलन्सी वरून त्याचा फॉर्म्युला कसा क्रिएट होतो आपल्याला माहित आहे. हायड्रोजन आणि ऑक्सिजन एकत्र येतात तेव्हा त्याच्यापासून काय तयार होतं, वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल. वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल हॅविंग फॉर्म्युला H2O. पण तो H2O फॉर्म्युला कसा क्रिएट झाला आपण इथे आता डिस्कस करणार आहे. हायड्रोजन हॅविंग एटॉमिक नंबर 1, द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन 1s1, म्हणजे याची व्हॅलन्सी किती झाली तर 1. व्हॅलन्सी किती आहे 1. दुसरा एलिमेंट आपला कोणता आहे, ऑक्सिजन. ऑक्सिजनची व्हॅलन्सी किती आहे, सॉरी एटॉमिक नंबर किती आहे 8. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन 1s2 2s2 2p4. That means there are 6 electrons are present into the outermost orbit. Valence electron are the 6. Therefore, the by 8 minus 6 formula the valency of this oxygen becomes 2. We write like this HO. Below that write the valencies. Hydrogen having valency 1, oxygen having valency 2, and by taking cross multiplication of these, that means multiply this H by these 2 and O by this 1, it becomes H2O. H2O is the formula for the water molecule. Next, if we are considering the sodium and chlorine. In that sodium and the chlorine, the sodium having atomic number 11 while the chlorine having atomic number 17. If we considering the electronic configuration of the sodium, 1s2, or we directly write 281. The outermost shell, the valence electron is the 1. The valency of this sodium is 1. And here it is also depend to gain of electron or lose of electron. Now from this, the electronic configuration 287. 287. It have the also valency 1 because the 8 minus 7 it have a 1 by using that, or here it will be for becoming a stable, to form a stability of that atom. It will be give the electron or accept the electron. Now here there is a 1 electron present. It's want 7 electron for a stability. Therefore, it lose 1 electron. आता इथं त्याची स्टॅबिलिटी मिळवण्यासाठी त्याच्याकडे आहेत आउटर मोस्ट शेल मध्ये 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन, पण त्याला स्टॅबिलिटी कंप्लीट करण्यासाठी अजून किती हवेत? 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन हवे आहेत. पण 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन घेण्यापेक्षा 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन देण्यासाठी जी कॅपॅसिटी आहे ती अगदी कमी असल्यामुळे तो काय करतो? आपला 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन देतो. त्यामुळे त्याची व्हॅलेन्सी किती होते? 1. आता याचा जर विचार केला क्लोरीनचा, तर त्याच्या आउटर मोस्ट शेल मध्ये 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन आहेत. 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन घेऊन त्याला आपली स्टॅबिलिटी कंप्लीट करता येते, म्हणून तो काय करतो? 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करतो, घेतो. म्हणून क्लोरीनची व्हॅलेन्सी झाली 1. आता ह्या दोन्हींच्या व्हॅलेन्सी वरून आपण त्याचा फॉर्म्युला तयार करू शकतो. व्हॅलेन्सी 1, chlorine having valency 1, cross multiplication of these two valencies, it becomes NaCl. NaCl हा कंपाउंड इथं तयार झालेला आहे. एक्झाम्पल, we discuss the germanium and sulfur as well as we considering the germanium and bromine. Now that germanium is into the p block, we discussed that the electronic configuration, general electronic configuration for that germanium is ns2np2. The outermost shell of that is containing 2 electrons. That means the valency 4 electrons. That means the valency of this germanium is 4. Now for the sulfur having general electronic configuration ns2 np4. ns2 np4. That means the outermost shell contain it have a 6 electrons. By 8 minus 6, the valency of this sulfur becomes 2. By 8 minus 6, we write 2. See here also 8 minus 4, we write the valency of that germanium is 4. Sulfur having valency 2. Now from these valency, the germanium valency 4 while the sulfur valency 2. By taking the cross multiplication of these two, the formula for the compound made by this germanium and sulfur is a G2. The molecules of sulfur is a 4, G2S4 for germanium and the sulfur. Now next for that bromine. Now the general electronic configuration for this germanium we write here. Therefore, the valency of that germanium is 4. By the 8 minus 4 we write valency is 4. Now for the bromine, the general electronic configuration NS2 NP5. That means outermost shell contain 7 electrons. The 8 minus 7. The valency of this bromine is 1. 8 minus 7. It becomes 1. Therefore, germanium, bromine, below that write the valencies. Here 4 and here we write 1. By taking cross multiplication of these, we have the formula made or a compound made by this germanium, and this bromine is a G multiplied by 1. That means 1 and Br4. Br4. GeBr4. By these information, we prepare different formulas for different compounds. Now in this way we discuss all our periodic table topic.